Hello, galactic travelers, cosmic crew. What's up? I have a beautiful, beautiful crew member on the line with me right now. We had a crazy bit of synchronicities that went off, and we ended up on the phone together. And looking at her chart, I need to share that today Libra is at 0 degrees. Venus is at 0 degrees of Libra. And the beautiful crew member that's on the horn with me right now, that was one of woo, that was one of the first 2 or 3 that got reading from me in the beginning before I even realized what we were doing, building this crew, right? Reached out, and when I went back and looked at her chart, was like, oh my gosh, on a dimensional level, what's happening? Because our sister, it has Ophiuchus, and she's a master soul from Orion. I'm a master soul from Sirius. We're both from Ophiuchus. I have all that Venus energy in Libras, and that's at 0 degrees today, like it just plopped over maybe a couple of hours ago. And our sister has that same template, except her mastery comes from Orion, and she's a galactic starseed from Antares. So holy crap. So we had like a conversation, and then anyway, I looked that up, and what I'm going to go over with her is something that I do in all the sessions about the zodiac chart, and this was something that I hadn't figured out when we first talked. So I wanted to let everyone know. So when you look at your chart, all right, now, don't focus on, oh my God, I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is, right? Just look at the lines. And if you let your eyes relax, you know, then they kind of look three-dimensional, and then those green ones, then that's another dimension, right? And then you have those little dots, and then that's another dimension, you see?
Right, I do.
Okay, well, the point of the zodiac chart is basically this is how we dial in our energy blend of frequencies. Okay, so where do you want to be on your chart? It doesn't matter what energy is in the planets. It doesn't matter what energy is affecting the orb from the stars. You want to be the X in the middle.
Yes.
So if you're the X in the middle of this wheel, so picture yourself standing on that X. Okay, well now you're the tree. This wheel is showing you're the core of that tree. And the core of that tree is the blend of everything, right? Because it's the strong point. It's what holds the tree up. And you want to stand as straight up as you can, because you're right smack in the middle of an electrical forest.
I'm gonna cry here.
So you're standing in the middle of that electrical forest. Now the tan part around you before you get to the blue, that's the experiences they're going to create. That's the energy that you dialed in, okay? Because remember, you know, like you have all this Sagittarius energy. Well, that doesn't mean that your soul had that Sagittarius energy. In fact, your soul is opposite, because you needed that extra Sagittarius energy to complete whatever it is that you came here to do.
My hair's standing up again.
Right? Because it's the opposite. Okay, now this is why. Because if you're standing in the middle of, if you're the electric rod, you're the X, and now you've dialed in these planets around you, because let's look at the blue line, the blue circle around. So now we're in the tree, we're in one layer above, so now we're going to look at the planets. Now we're in that consciousness level. We're saying, okay, what are these planets trying to tell me? Well, now that you know that Sagittarius energy, you just needed that kick of that Sagittarius energy. But see, the problem is if you don't balance it, right? If you let it take over, then you're going to end up on Saturn and Gemini. You see? See that line? Okay. So, you know, this is where we're wrong when we say, oh, I'm a Sagittarius. That's just the way I am. No, that's a construct. We're beating it right now. You're moving out of that. It's not that. Okay, so now if all these, you've dialed in these planets, and so all these energies now, so you've got the Sagittarius, which is fire, but it's like etheric fire. So you've got this blaze of etheric fire coming at you, right? You're standing high in the forest, and then you've got, you know, your Uranus and Pluto are in Libra, so you've got a dose of that. You've got a dose of Scorpio at 1444, by the way, which is another fucking huge synchronicity for right now. Hoot hoot.
I've been seeing that. And as a matter of fact, twice when I went on my trip, my gas was 414. 41. I mean, I was like, whoa, you know.
Oh my God! And your Pluto is 1 degree Libra, so and the moon is at 0 degrees Libra, like right meow, and your Pluto is 108. So remember, I kept telling you we're rewriting.
My house is 108. My old house is 108. My house.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
Yeah.
Oh my God, girl. Okay, well let's keep going. Let's go. I don't want to digress.
Yeah.
Nanu. Okay, that's a little plug for Rex Bear Elite Project, by the way. Okay, so on the outside of that, okay, so now you've got your forest. So your planets are just basically, you've got to vibrate to that right energy frequency. So if you get out of balance, then what happens? You're going to create an energy flow in your field that's going to create an experience that's going to put some shit right in front of your face, where you're going to have to make a decision one way or another. If you're in some way or form, it all comes down to, am I going to stand up in what I believe, and I'm going to take the power back? Or am I going to give the power to the money? Or am I going to give the power to the disease? Or am I going to give the power to the pills? Or am I going to give the power to my ex? Or am I going to give the power to... There's gazillions, okay?
Taking my power back.
But realize the star systems, okay, because that's just your tree. So this is where we're breaking open this wheel, okay? Because you're not only the tree, we now understand. Now we're the entire electrical forest. So now there's another gazillion dimensions of energy that we know is coming in. The only ones that we're aware of to this point are the royal stars, which are galactic ports. So then that means that you have an orb. Your energy field is an orb, right? You've got a north pole, a south pole, an east pole, and a west pole.
Yep.
So your pole then, from an energy perspective of when the original imprint happened. So you have an imprint in Ophiuchus, which is like freaking millions of light years. I mean, it's not even its own galaxy anymore. I mean, it was like, you know, pre-Milky Way. You and me come from pre-Milky Way. Okay, but we're getting messages from out there. So that pulse, that you get that pulse, then it comes down to your Antares on the galactic. So then you get all those galactic pulses. You lived through all that karma, you did all that, and now you've come. Then it got down to, that's when you got your mastery from Orion, and you were bringing in information from Fomalhaut. And that's when you were rewriting the Notice 1 Dragon Seed, which I am too. I'm Notice 1. I'm just kind of like the next generation, because I also have Notice 11. Okay, so you're getting pulses of information from all that coming through the trees around you. But you're still that X in the middle.
Wow, yeah. It's incredible, and I can see it. You know, I had to shut my eyes and listen to you. That's the way I do things. But I'm all in. You know, I can see it. I can feel it. You know.
So at the end of the day, what's happening, so then that's why whenever you and I, when you called, because you were following your intuition, and I jumped on the phone, not even knowing, because my soul's just completely taken over this show. I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm like, okay, I'll call him back, whoever it is. And so then you came directly when you were supposed to, because then what we just did, you see what we did?
Yes.
We bridged that gap. I'm a master soul from Sirius. You're a master soul from Orion. We just married. At 0 degrees. 0 degrees Venus, 0 degrees Mars. We just freaking married. What else do you have that's close? Oh my God, I'm looking to see what else is on your chart. Okay. Your IC, oh my God, 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 oh my God. Your IC is on Bellatrix, and so that's where your mastery is from, Bellatrix, and my Saturn is on Bellatrix.
Wow, and I told you my daughter's nickname growing up was Beatrix.
Oh my God, Beatrix,
her
that's...
name was Jessica, so I have no idea where I got that. Other than now I know. You know, I mean, it's too, I could say so much about the synchronicities along my life path. And I didn't see, of course, and now I do. So.
Oh my God, and that 1444 just blows my mind. And then the 108 Pluto. So Libra's going to be, the moon's going over, so the moon, I mean, that's Venus. So Venus will probably be at 1 degree. Let's see. I bet it clicks in by tomorrow now. It depends. It depends on how much we reboot. We'll know. Well, And your true node is 9 degrees Aquarius. This is what we showed up to do right here, girl. And your Saturn, look, and your Saturn retrograde, and I'm Saturn retrograde, and our Saturns are linked to the original Orion seed, and that's where my Saturn is, okay? So we're here repeating lifetimes, and I guarantee you, in many lives, this meeting didn't happen.
Wow, I'm so grateful for you. You're so brave. You're so brave. You were so brave to get out there and do what you've done. It's incredible to me.
We are brave. We are brave.
We are brave. Yes.
It doesn't matter, because those timelines are collapsing.
Yeah, yeah.
This is all us. But understand that I've been bred my entire life through my lineages of millions of years to show up here and do this right now. So I appreciate everybody saying I'm brave, but just freaking send me energy and support in any way you can. Let's like blow this thing up, you know? It's not a, you know, I love you. Oh my God, I've got to go wrap my mind around all this. Oot, oot. Bye, I love you.
Bye. I love you, bye.
Travelers, I'm back. Oh my goodness. So, yeah, I hung up with our crew member, and then I immediately realized, holy crap, she's the second crew member that I talked to today, because I tell everyone you guys are coming to me at specific times, and I just wanted to document this. The crew member that we just heard from, the Master Soul from Orion, she just locked in. So right now, with the power of the crew, I restore original Master Soul from Orion template. The original Master Soul for Orion template is now cleared. The original template for Ophiuchus is back online. We've had 2, we've agreed, we call it in. We call in the perfect balance of the Mars and the Venus energy now over all dimensions of all space and time. And I realized that she's the second one, because I have this beautiful soul that scheduled a reading with me with everything with the eclipse. It hasn't worked out perfectly, that we were able to connect, but she's been flowing with me, and I realized this morning when I got an hour to talk to her why it happened, because there's so much that's going on with her seed Because while we just talked to a master soul from Orion, this crew member has more of a seed lineage from the future, which is the other aspect of my lineage, again, because it's the AB negative. You see how we're locking in, guys? This is why I want to tape all this. This is what's happening. So she's from Sirius, okay? And then she has Notice 1 again. So that's the Notice 1 is Draco. That's some of the original Draco seeds, the blended seeds, which are now what we all are, right? But these are some of the originals. And then she's from Antares, and then she has Andromeda, so she's a galactic being, and then she's Spica and Arcturus, which again is the seed that was the blended seed. So anybody that's got Spica specifically, or Izar, if I mark that, then that's what that means. And excuse me, I've got Lyra on here. Why do I have Lyra on here? Because Pluto was there. Okay, so her moon is being aspected. She's got Leo. 10 degrees is where her Mars is, which is where all this energy was and the true node is. Her Venus is lined up with the AC, so her chart's locking in to mine as well. So see how it's like coming in, all these original templates now, just imagine them like cascading down, like filling champagne glasses. And so now all these champagne glasses are getting filled around me, so then they're going to start getting filled around y'all. I mean, because you're unlocking that original template, and then if you'll just flow into it, then all your tribe members will just start gradually coming in. And now I call in the original seed of Cygnus. I call in the original seed of Lyra. I call in the original seed of Antares. I call in the original seed from Spica. I call in the original seed from Arcturus. I call in the original seed from Sirius. I call in the original seed from Pleiades, Temperance. Reset, reset, reset. Back to 1, back to 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 6, 9, 6, 9, 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2, 1, 1.